Good evening to you, meteorologist Nicholas Herboso here for Next Weather. We thank you for joining us here on this Friday. We're doing an evening edition of Next Weather today as we get ready to preview the weekend forecast for your Easter weekend. Looking like a nice forecast, however, really quite warm. So let's go ahead and get into this forecast. Let's start with the weekend outlook in full so we can just kind of see what's going on here. Warm temperatures in the afternoon. We're talking about temperatures in the 80s with some upper 80s possible this weekend. We were teasing this, talking about it earlier early on this week with some warm temperatures possible Friday into Saturday, and I think that extends now into Sunday here. So 82 degrees for Saturday and Sunday. Easter Sunday here, 0% chance of rain now. That is an update to what we've been doing. We originally had around a 10-20% chance of rain in there, but we have taken that away at this point. That is thanks to the fact that the actual front that is coming in here will be slowing down slightly, and I don't even think it really gets to our area. So with that, we've dropped that rain chance on Easter Sunday. So here it is again, that full outlook excuse me, for your Easter weekend. Looks like a warm one. That is the big deal. Saturday, let's talk about that. Afternoon highs in the upper 80s for our weekend plans here on our Saturday. This is very warm temperatures for our inland spots. Highway 84 corridor, upper 80s, 87 in Chatham and Evergreen. 82 is our forecast in Mobile on Saturday. Near 80 degrees all the way down to the beach. Quick note about the beach forecast for our Saturday and Sunday. The rip current risk is increasing. Medium risk of rip currents on our Saturday, and on Sunday a high risk of rip currents. Keep that in mind. Let's look ahead. Forecast highs Sunday here, 80s, middle 80s across a good chunk of the area. We do see some upper 70s near the coast there, 79s and 78s. Keep that in mind. But also down at the beach, again, a high risk of rip currents on Easter Sunday. So be very, very careful if you plan on going to the beach on Easter Sunday. You do not want to deal with those issues there. Here's a look at the full Easter forecast. You can see those mostly cloudy skies and warm temperatures in the 80s. South-southeast wind at 15 miles per hour. The whole weekend, this weekend, will be somewhat breezy. We have a wind that is out of the southeast at around 15, so with gusts that are all the way around 20 to 25. So be ready for that if you're out and about. It is going to be a warmer weekend ahead for our Easter, and Easter is looking really quite warm for whatever outdoor plans that you have. Looking ahead though, after the Easter weekend, we're keeping an eye on a rain chance here. This rain chance comes in Monday into Tuesday, with Tuesday being a peak day. This is a result of a front that comes close to our area but stalls just to the north. So the only thing we really deal with here is just kind of a glancing blow of a front. But the fact that the front stays to our north, we stay in warm, moist air. Therefore, we have enough moisture to generate some showers and storms, helped by an upper level system near Tuesday. There you go. You get some rain chances there. Here's a look at a different forecast model. This is showing the available moisture in the atmosphere. Anywhere where you see the blue, that's more moisture, therefore the higher likelihood of seeing showers or thunderstorms if we get the forcing to pop them off. Look at Tuesday. We have plenty of moisture in our area and even into Wednesday. So it's going to be a moist and humid feel for next week. And with that, we do still have the chance of showers and thunderstorms. It's the main thing that we are tracking. Our next weather maker is the big rain chance that comes in on Tuesday there. Through the weekend, we're quiet. Very quiet. But that front starts to get close to us, washes out, and then an upper level system pushes in here on Tuesday. There you go. That Tuesday rain chance. That is the deal. Another thing that we're keeping track of, kind of our next weather maker here, is temperatures. These afternoon temperatures are really quite warm, as you can see over the next few days. About 2 to 3 degrees above average for those afternoon temperatures. The forecast over the next 10 days shows us it stays up there. I mean, we stay in the 80s all the way through the 10-day outlook. In fact, 84, 85 degrees towards the end of that 10-day outlook. So really a warm picture by them. Let's go ahead and kind of take this back here, though. You see the warm temperatures over the next few days. Where were we at today? What is our starting point? Well, here it is. 81 degrees was our starting point today. So afternoon high today, 81 degrees. 78 in Pensacola at Pensacola International Airport. So a warm day, nowhere near records, but warm, definitely. Overnight tonight, we will be very mild. Again, a little bit muggy too. We could see some patchy fog in spots, so keep that in mind. Temperature 65 degrees, Mobile, Saraland, Sims, Theodore. 65 out in West Mobile, Tanner Williams, and then Citronelle at 64. Dauphin Island, 69 degrees overnight tonight. 69, that is quite mild. 67 in Gulf Shores. We have 64 in Fairhope. Northwest Florida overnight tonight. 59 in Munson, Laurel Hill. 58 in Crestview, but 59 in Holt. So keep that in mind. Some 50s are possible. Otherwise, 60s. 60 in Jay, 63 in Cantonment, 65 in Pensacola. For our inland spots, we're going to see some 50s here. 58 Evergreen, 59 Castleberry, 59 Bruton. Atmore, we're going with 61 degrees, 60 in Monroeville, 62 overnight tonight, tomorrow morning at daybreak in Grove Hill, 64 in Chatham, 65 at Millery. So a mild night ahead for us. This is our Mississippi County look here, in 69 degrees, in Ocean Springs, 68 in Pascagoula, 65 Leakesville, 65 Loosedale. Another mild night, and I do think that chance is there for some patchy fog. Look at the forecast dew point for tomorrow. 60s, in fact, upper 60s there in the morning time. So humid air is in place. Dew points in the 60s, noticeable to humid category on the Muggy Meter. So with that, here's your fog futurecast. Fog develops overnight tonight after midnight with the potential for some patchy dense fog out there, especially north of Interstate 10. By 7 a.m. on Saturday, we'll watch the Bayway for any issues, but especially north in our inland spots, Highway 84 corridor. You could see some fog tomorrow morning. If you have to be out early tomorrow morning around sunrise, keep that in mind. Then, by 10 o'clock, of course, all this is pretty much done. So here's a look at the next 7 days here on Next Weather. And there you see the quiet but warm weekend that we have for Easter weekend. Then the rain chances come in here with that disturbance. We'll call it 40% for our rain chance there on Tuesday. 83 degrees by Wednesday, and slowly ticking up that afternoon temperature. Here's a look at the next 10 days. And it could be more unsettled weather as we get into next weekend. And actually, you don't see it there, but I have a 20% chance of rain for next Saturday and Sunday as well. This is us staying in a moist and humid air mass over the next 10 days. So it is going to be warm. The mornings are going to be a bit muggy. We're going to watch for that potential for fog, especially this weekend, but maybe beyond there. A warm forecast over the next 10 days is the big story here on Next Weather, and the next big thing that we are tracking. So 7:44 this evening. Thank you for joining us. We're live on Facebook and, of course, on the Fox 10 Gulf Stream here at the Fox 10 Gulf Stream desk. We thank you so much for joining us. We will have more updates through the weekend as well. Be sure to tune into your weekend forecast. By the way, quick programming note, we are live streaming the newscast tonight at 9. We will be on for 30 minutes at 9 to 9:30. That is on the Fox 10 Gulf Stream. So if you want to watch Fox 10 News tonight, we'll be live then. The reason we're doing that, there is a football game that is airing on Fox 10. And Channel 10 will have that football game probably until about 10. And then around 10 o'clock, depending on whenever that game ends, we will go on TV and do the TV side news at 10 o'clock for Fox 10 News. So be sure to tune in then if you want to watch this on TV or watch it on streaming at 9 to 9:30. We'll have the latest forecast updates and a review of this forecast that we just talked about here on Next Weather. We thank you so much for joining us here on Next Weather. Our meteorologist Nicholas Herboso will have more forecast updates through the weekend and more Next Weather next week. We'll see you then.